Hey, ¿qué pasa, Calexico? Welcome back to the podcast. Before we begin, I want to thank everybody who's been liking my Facebook page. We're at 422 likes now, so that's pretty exciting. Also, want to thank my sponsors, Omar and Sergio Armenta and Jonathan, and also my friends at Calexico Brewing Company. So yeah, and also I want to invite everybody to this new Facebook page or group that I created is called Imperial Valley Podcasters, because I'm not the only one who does podcasting here in the Valley. There's a couple of them. There's Small Town News, which is on a little bit of a break. There's Keggercast, there's the Calvin Oliva Show, and the Sketchy Lounge. So there's a couple of really cool podcasts here in the Valley that I listen to. So yeah, if you want to join the group, Imperial Valley Podcasters, go ahead and check it out. And my guest today is Carlos Alvarado. He's a Calexico High School teacher, and he's also. Are you the creator of Calexico High School Theater Company, or?
Well, yeah. I'm the advisor of Calexico High School Theater Company, and yeah, we started it. This is our 5th year, so yeah, in 2014. Yeah, we started in September.
Yeah, because I know there's been other iterations of like theater clubs or theater classes, drama classes, but I know that Calexico High School Theater Company is like your baby. You started the whole thing. Am I right?
Yeah, me and a friend of mine who also graduated from Calexico High School, Robert Gonzalez, we got together and we just really wanted a place where students could actually, develop their creativity through acting, writing, directing, and really just be a part of the whole process of putting on a production and learning about theater arts and all that stuff. And it's been a really interesting ride, and now we are in our 5th year.
Cool. So before we get into the whole theater company, just if you can tell us a little bit more about yourself. I know you're a teacher. You've been here teaching for a while now.
I started in 2013. So I think this is, as far as Calexico High School, this is my 6th year teaching here at Calexico High School. I taught at the 9th grade campus as well. I graduated from Calexico High School in 99. So yeah, I mean, I've basically had a long history here in Calexico.
So you were born and raised here in Calexico?
Well, I was born in Mexicali, but I came over at a really young age, and yeah, I've done all my schooling here in Calexico. Yeah,
because I remember, I was at the 9th grade campus for a really long time, and I remember when you started over there, and then you transferred over here. Let's see. So you said you're the founder, and it's been 5 years since you started kind of this. What are some of the past productions you guys have put out on as a Calexico High School Theater production?
All our productions up to now have been student produced. So all of the plays that we've produced so far have been student written. Wow. I think that's one of the things that separated us from other programs, where other programs would do things that were already produced. We kind of wanted to start off by promoting that creativity from the students here and showing them that the material that they create is really good material. So I mean, we've done comedies, dramas, we've done suspense and horror. I mean, we've done, I think, every genre student produced. And one of the things that we want to do this year and we want to start doing is doing produced work, things that people have already heard about, but at the same time not wanting to lose the essence of why we started it, which was to give students in Calexico High School a way to show their creativity and a way to just find a place to express themselves. So we really want to go hand in hand with, of course, creating student produced stuff, but also hopefully this year we do something that has already been written. We don't know yet, but yeah, so far everything that we've done has been student produced.
So do you guys put multiple productions a year, or is it just one? Or
So far, we do one every semester. We have a winter production and a spring production. Our winter production is actually coming up Saturday the 15th and Sunday the 16th. And it's a collection of 4 plays written by CHS Theater Company members. And they directed it, and they have acted. They produced the whole thing with us, obviously, as advisors, advising them and making sure they're on the right path. But yeah, it's 2 productions a year.
A year. Mm-hmm. So so you said like everything you guys have done is, and your guys, whatever you're gonna do this weekend is produced by the students.
Yes, that's correct.
That's pretty cool. And I see you're wearing your T-shirt, and a lot of kids. You see a lot of kids on campus, and even around town that you see them, wearing that T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Is it something that the community can purchase and kind of help out your is it a class or is it a club or?
Well, I have 3 drama classes, but those are intro to drama. They're learning the basics. This is more of the after school aspect of it. So it started off as a club, but it has morphed into a theater company. So it's more the majority of the members of the theater company are just kids who just enjoy performing, and they're not really in my classes. Although I do have a few theater company students in my classes, the majority of the theater company students are doing this after school. They stay here from 3:30 to 6, sometimes every day, and they rehearse on weekends. So yeah, I mean, although I do have 3 classes of drama, most of them are just doing this for the love of it.
Yeah, after school and then on their own. Yeah, because I see sometimes I walk back here because you're way back here in the duties, and I see a bunch of kids hanging out, practicing, reciting their lines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can tell that they're really they have a passion for this. They're really into it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've known in the past that I've seen on your Facebook page, and you send emails where a lot of your former theater company members are going out to these art schools that they want to continue with their craft. And sometimes you do like GoFundMe's to kind of help them out with tuition and stuff like that.
Definitely. Yeah. Every summer there's a summer school called CISA, which is the California State Summer School for the Arts, and it's basically an intensive program, a 1-month program where students learn different aspects of the arts. It's not just theater. They have creative writing, they have visual arts, they have dance, they have music. So it's a very intensive summer school. And Robert Gonzalez, high school CHS graduate, my friend who also helped me create the theater company, he was also a graduate and alumni from CISA. So one of the things he also wanted to do was help give our students the opportunity to go to this school. So every year, thankfully, we've been able to get some of our members accepted. Our first year we got 2 members accepted, and then our second year it was 4, and then our third year and fourth year it was 2 members each. And they've been accepted for visual arts, for theater, for creative writing. And yeah, sometimes they have money for financial aid, and sometimes they don't. Or although the school provides room and board and meals, they in case there's an emergency or they need to purchase extra things, because again, they do have to take their own clothing, their own toiletries. If they need any materials for the classes, they also need to purchase those things. So when we do those GoFundMes, we try to get as much money as possible for them so that they have enough not just to pay for their tuition if they need it, but also if they need to buy any of the things that they need for that whole month that they're there. And we even give them rides. Oh, yeah. We've every year we go, and we've just to make sure that they're situated and everything, but we have given our members rides, and it's just been a great experience, to try to get them not just to learn about the arts here, but to branch out and to see what else is out there. And it's not just, if you're on TV or if you're in movies, then, you're successful. There's a lot of places where you can have a career in the arts, and it doesn't necessarily have to be as a TV actor or as a movie actor. There's theater companies where you get paid very well, and there's various different places and different avenues in the arts where you can have a really good career.
Yeah, and I mean, you sometimes hear of actors that have made it big that sometimes go back to theater because it's I guess it's kind of like going back to basics, kind of like learning what their craft, going back to refining their craft as actors.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know who I saw lately that was they're like, oh, where have you been? Oh, I've been doing theater for a little while now.
Yeah, I mean, theater is very interesting to do.
So this weekend you said you're having a production, and it's funny because my son saw me putting my stuff away. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I have an interview." He's like, "Who?" "Oh, I'm interviewing somebody that has a theater company at my school." He's like, "Oh, is it the Out of Time?"
Oh wow!
I'm like, awesome. And he's in fourth grade, so I was like, "Oh,
that's great."
So it's nice that because our the same people here from I think it was somebody from the after school program that sent out the flyer. Yeah. And I guess teachers are really, printing it out.
That's great. That's
great.
Great.
And he's at CHS, so it's kind of cool that So he's like, is it that play? I'm like, yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about the plays that's going on this weekend? Like,
well, without giving too much, because we definitely want people to go. There are 4 different plays, and the reason why we picked the title is because the title Out of Time, which is what the production is called, has to do with the themes of all 4 of our plays. And each of these plays are the characters or the people in these situations have a very limited amount of time, or they're running out of time for something. The 4 plays, starting off with one called Ghost of December, is about a young girl who's running out of time because she needs the help of one of her classmates to try to solve a mystery. And I'm not going to get too into it because, again, I don't want to spoil anything. No spoiler alerts here. The second one is called Hidden Treasure, which is about a man who is a father who hasn't seen his daughter in a long time. And again, another situation where he wants to reconnect with his daughter, but he's running out of time. And then we have another play called Coaster, which is about a young girl who has a big change in her life, and she meets someone new, you could say. And then again, where it comes the time situation, and how time is very, very important, especially in these relationships that she's either beginning or ending. And the last one is called And Action, and it's ironically enough about a group of young students who are part of a theater company who are running out of time to make sure that their winter production is successful. So it's a little ironic, but all these plays are amazing. Every year we just get so many different stories, and the stories that they come up with are just so unique. And this year is no exception. So that's just a little taste of what we have planned, and hopefully it's interesting enough for people to come and watch, for sure.
And like these kinds of productions, there's a lot of work involved in the sense of costumes, backdrops, the actors and stuff like that. Around how many people are in your whole company?
We have of students 46.
46. Wow.
So we have 46 students. We have actors, writers, directors, set design, backstage. We even have a makeup department. We have students working lights, students working sound. So in the 5 years now that we've done this, we've expanded to try to make this a complete theater company. and try to make sure that I have every aspect. And with these 46 members, I mean, all of them have very different talents. You know, the people who have artistic talents do set design, and the people who have artistic talents in other ways and do amazing makeup are part of our makeup department. Even backstage, our backstage department has discipline and, you know, that ability to just make sure that all of our sets are very well placed and done like very quickly, and our set designers with their artistic abilities. And then, you know, the great creativity from our actors and writers and directors, and our lighting and sound, our technical, with the very little that they have, they do a lot.
Do you guys wear mics, or is it just
no? We
voice?
Project.
Yeah.
You know,
wow.
One of the things that obviously at the beginning, we didn't have budget for mics, and then later, as I would see other theater shows or school theater shows, one of the not problems, but one of the issues has always been, you know, the mics. They turn off, they don't work too well. So one of the things that Robert and I, when we started, was really try to get them to project and to really, you know, be heard on stage. So we don't use mics, but because we really emphasize and we really work on projection to try to eliminate the technical difficulty of it, first because of budget, and now because of, you know, whether we can make sure that there aren't any problems with audio and all that stuff, they project. But
yeah, because I mean, I'm kind of like a nerd when it comes to like audio stuff.
Yeah,
and like if you want a decent wireless setup, it's like a couple $1,000 easily. And so, like you said, there's always technical difficulties, and it's, you know, it kind of kills the vibe of, you know, when you're in.
Yeah, like a mic goes off, or there's like feedback, or, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, to avoid that and to give that real experience, that real theater experience, we definitely emphasize projection, you know, doing exercises that help them improve their vocal ability. And I mean, we've been fortunate to have students that really work hard. And if you go, you'll know that you can sit like way in the back and you'll hear them, you know, so that's not a problem.
Is there any singing in these?
No, as of yet, we haven't done musicals because, quite honestly, I don't have that expertise. But I don't see why that wouldn't be a possibility, especially since, you know, in the future we'd like to obviously branch out and, you know, collaborate with other organizations here in school, you know, like band or the choir, you know. But again, those are some things that, you know, are still barely starting out, and in these 5 years we haven't been able to. But yeah, hopefully in the future, that's definitely something that we'd like to get into.
Okay. So yeah, I don't want to take a lot more of your time because I know you have kids and
oh yeah, we're still rehearsing.
Yeah,
you know?
and I mean the play is this weekend, so
yes, definitely.
But yeah, I wanted to give you a chance to like shout out your Instagram because I know you're really like
yeah, we're on social media.
Yeah, I see you put a lot of pictures of your kids and stuff like that, that on there. So
yeah, if
you want to you know, give us your address or where they can find you on Facebook and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, our Facebook page is just CHS Theater Company, so you just type in CHS Theater Company, you'll find us. For Instagram, it's CHS_Theater Co, but it's Theater RE. And then we also have a Twitter, which is capital CHS, all caps, _capital T with a theater, RE, _capital CO. And then we also have Snapchat, CHS Theater Co. Yeah, we're everywhere. And what's more impressive is that our students, our members, are the ones who actually operate all our social media. Our recorders are in charge of our social media, and the flyers were created by our recorders. So even our leadership, you know, is very immersed in what we do. Obviously, we approve all the content, But at the same time, there's, again, we have a huge group of creative students.
And I really like your posts on on Instagram. You know, like right now you're having the countdown of how many days is going. So like I'm a fan of the content you put on there, and I think it's a good way for the community to kind of know what's going on with the company, like productions and stuff like that. You guys are getting ready and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I don't want we're already 20 minutes more or less. And I kind of want to do a quick one just because, it's this weekend. You guys have a lot of work to do. But yeah, I just wanted to, make sure that, we got this out as fast as we can so that people can go out there. So once again, it's this Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
At
Rodney Auditorium. Saturday, December 15th, we have showtimes at 4 and at 7. And then on Sunday, December 16th, we have showtimes at 2 and at 5. And yes, it's at Rodney Auditorium where SDSU is at. Just City Hall across the street. You have those big double doors on the side at Rodney Auditorium. Yeah, that's where we're going to be this weekend.
All right, cool. Well, I hope everybody has a chance to stop by and check them out. I wish you guys nothing but luck. And for your next production, these mics are open for you guys. So if you want to shout out and promote your production, I mean, my goal is to kind of inform the community the things that are going on. Give people like your company, or other people that are doing other things in our community, give them a platform to kind of promote themselves and let the people of Calexico and the Valley, kind of know what they're doing. And it's, even though it's Pasa Calexico, it's not inclusive to Calexico. Anybody in the Valley can come out and use my mics to promote themselves.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully a lot of people will show up. It's not really for us as advisors. It's more for you guys to see the talent that's in Calexico, especially from these young people, and the stories that they come up with are definitely amazing. You will definitely be entertained. It's something homemade here in Calexico. So, I mean, and the tickets are just $5. It's just like going to Calexico 10, but you're supporting something that will help them as far as fundraising, and it's just something different to do in Calexico. And
all right, well, thank you once again for giving me a little bit of your time, and we'll see you guys. You'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, thank you.
Peace.
Bye.